Ilia Topuria just broke up with his wife. According to Spanish sources, Ilia and his wife Georgina have split, and the proof is pretty clear, as they both deleted all their photos together on Instagram. Shortly after that, Ilia posted a photo of himself with the caption, "The king is coming, nobody's safe, line them up, the takeover continues."
Ilia Topuria split up with his girl. This is either going to make him rise to the occasion and sleep just engaging out cold, or it's going to maybe make him a little bit tentative, change his mindset a little bit. Who knows how this is going to affect him? You know, they've been together for a long time. Spanish social media are speculating about their relationship because all of their pictures, and I've checked, every picture between them has been taken down. So it'll be interesting to see how this affects Ilia with the divorce that they're about to go through with the two of them. They have kids together.
Who says you can't meet your wife in Miami? You hear that? Put that on Only in Dade on Instagram. You can meet your wife in Miami.
All right, let's put it on Only in Dade.
They want normal.
Yeah. Best place to work out too, Miami. Because you can just walk outside and run, the water.
If we find out any reason, there's going to be a reason why Ilia maybe snapped at that comment the way he did. Of course, at the time you think, oh, they're just being disrespectful, and they are. But I don't know, dude. That clip could age crazily. That clip could age crazily if we find out what reason it is. But either way, I'm done doing the gossip shit.
It hasn't been officially confirmed, but all signs seem to point in one direction. Ilia and his wife appear to have completely cleared each other from social media. No posts, no mentions, and no shared photos remaining. Fans quickly noticed the change, sparking a wave of speculation online. Some believe it's just a temporary break or some time apart, while others are convinced the separation is real. Considering how close the two seemed not long ago, with Ilia often speaking warmly about her in interviews, the sudden change feels surprising, emotional, and quite personal.
How are you gonna knock Ilia's fucking head off?
Ilia is a fucking beast. You know, the confidence is crazy right now. I think it's a battle of momentum, so I have to go in there and fight for that momentum early and fight the best I can. You know, be prepared as I can be. These are the most elite fighters in the world, and he's one of those guys, so that's why I want to fight him.
You are going to see me at 155 that I'm going to touch someone and I'm going to take his lights out. Even if I don't need to touch his chin. I just touch his head and it will explode. I feel so powerful at that weight class. So powerful, so stable in the ground. Like, do you want to wrestle? Let's wrestle. No problem. And I have the gas tank for 5 days, not 5 rounds.
If you see fighting any of them, the thing they need when they go inside the octagon, in the first contact, they want to feel that they dominate you and they start to build a confidence since that. But if they feel in the first contact, in the first round, but that they can control you, that it's very competitive, their head goes down. All the competitive fights, they lose.
Well done, lad.
Look at me.
That was a heavy knockout. I'll give you that respect. But you will never knock me out.
I'm going to submit you.
Knock me out.
You'll live. What I'm going to do is
you can't knock me out.
I'm going to put my balls in
No,
your
you
forehead.
can't knock me out. You know I don't get knocked out.
You get knocked out.
I finish you.
Get knocked out even before the fight.
I finish you, little
Get
man.
that your ass from here.
I finish
Get
you.
that.
At the core, everyone knows this isn't just hype, it's real. Ilia Topuria was already a problem for anyone when calm and focused. Now imagine him stepping into the octagon with something personal driving him. That's a storm no one wants to face. Topuria remains undefeated, one of the most precise and ruthless finishers in the UFC. With knockout power in both hands, slick grappling, and ice-cold composure, he's already elite. But if that composure mixes with emotion, if heartbreak turns into hunger, we might see a whole new version of him. Some fighters crumble under pressure, others rise, sharpen their focus, and become unstoppable. And Ilia Topuria doesn't look like the kind of man who breaks.
And last one from me. Earlier today, Islam Makhachev did an interview and said he's not ruling out coming back down to 155. But if it was up to you, would you rather fight him at 170 to get that third title, or would you be willing to fight him at 55 because that's the division that people say he might be the best at?
It would be much better for me to fight him in 170. and I will beat him and get the third title. That will be the best scenario for me.
Who do you think should be next for Ilia?
Who should be next for Ilia? 55 has always been so cloudy at the top. Maybe Gaethje. I think him going to 170 to fight Islam, if Islam wins, is a stretch. You know, Islam's big, man. I've never seen Ilia in person, but he seems smaller. I know obviously he can knock anyone out. I do think if they fight, Ilia can knock anybody out from 45 to 170. He has the skills, the power, the technique, and but we've just never seen him in there with somebody that big and somebody with that caliber of wrestling. But I think he should defend the 55 title a few times before that's talked about. We'll see.
Ilia Topuria and his girlfriend broke up, and all I'm gonna say is I feel bad for this man's next opponent. I didn't even want to talk about this publicly, but I mean, millions of people have already talked about it, so I'm gonna give my opinion. This man just posted the king is coming, nobody's safe right after. Do you think that he's playing around? Bro, he's not coming back from this one, I'm telling you that. Heartbroken Topuria is gonna come out there, and the next guy is gonna have to leave in a body bag.
He's beginning to look like the kind of fighter who transforms pain into power. The talk around his personal life hasn't slowed one bit. Some fans believe the pressure of fame, endless travel, and constant media attention may have worn things down, while others see it as part of the cost of living at the top. Long camps, public scrutiny, and barely any time to breathe. Still, the timing couldn't be more intense. Ilia Topuria's name is already in every conversation, from possible mega fights with Conor McGregor and Max Holloway to a potential rematch with Alexander Volkanovski. But now, with this breakup added to the mix, there's a whole new layer of unpredictability around him. Because if Topuria was already fighting with laser focus before, imagine what happens when heartbreak fuels that fire. That combination of pain, pride, and purpose is explosive, and whoever shares the cage with him next might discover that a wounded warrior can be even more dangerous than ever.
Topuria, man, he's crazy.
He's a fucking beast, bro.
I don't think anyone could really outbox
That guy's got it
him.
all, too. He's a good fighter.
Oh, dude.
His wife's a fucking, no disrespect, she's a absolute rocket. Like, she's the best looking wife in the UFC by far, no disrespect to Topuria. But yeah, no, that guy's the real deal.
A couple of you guys are. This is unbelievable. What is it like seeing your significant, can I ask your girlfriend, your significant other getting punched in the face? Does that make you sick to your stomach? I would throw up if it was me.
To be honest, I felt really bad, but for the other guy, because I knew that he was I knew when I was saying, like, baby, you should have a little bit of mercy.
Oh my gosh. Did you have mercy?
He couldn't have mercy because the guy that was supposed to stop the fight never did it. So
right.
if one needs to die, it's not gonna be my guy.
Oh my gosh. I like this. This is a little trash talking here. This is nice.
Actually, I met my wife in Miami.
Really?
Yeah, she was living there.
Damn. Who says you can't meet your wife in Miami?
But you can find your wife in any place in the world.
You hear that? Put that on Only in Date on Instagram. You can meet your wife in Miami.
Alright, let's roll.
Put it on Only in Date, it's hilarious.
Every year. But why are you saying that?
Huh?
Why are you saying that?
Everyone says that.
Because you go to a party and this is the only place you see. Like, you don't know the another part of Miami of people that just they want.
Normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Best place to work out too, Miami, because you can just walk outside and run, the water.
This is where things start to get really fascinating. Fighters who face personal setbacks like this often come back to the cage even more dangerous. It's almost instinctive. That surge of emotion fans jokingly call breakup energy. The frustration, the pain, the drive to prove something, it all turns into fuel. And when a naturally fierce competitor like Ilia Topuria channels that emotion, it's bad news for the entire division. Many fans online are already saying, whoever faces Ilia next better be ready. He's fighting with that heartbreak fire.
Who do you think should be next for Ilia?
Who should be next for Ilia? 55 has always been so cloudy at the top. Maybe Gaethje. I think him going to 170 to fight Islam, if Islam wins, is a stretch. You know, Islam's big, man. I've never seen Ilia in person, but he seems smaller. I know obviously he can knock anyone out. I do think if they fight, Ilia can knock anybody out from 45 to 170. He has the skills, the power, the technique, and but we've just never seen him in there with somebody that big and somebody with that caliber of wrestling. But I think he should defend the 55 title a few times before that's talked about. We'll see.
Ilia Topuria and his girlfriend broke up, and all I'm gonna say is I feel bad for this man's next opponent. I don't even want to talk about this publicly, but I mean, millions of people have already talked about it, so I'm gonna give my opinion. This man just posted the king is coming, nobody's safe right after. Do you think that he's playing around? Bro, he's not coming back from this one. I'm telling you that. Heartbroken Topuria is gonna come out there, and the next guy is gonna have to leave in a body bag.